Here are 5 things I absolutely hate about my S2000.
Number 1, Victory Royale.
Oh my gosh, the Miata allegations. I'm never beating the Miata allegations, bro. If you've been on this channel for any extended period of time, I'm pretty sure you all know how much I can't stand Miatas. The amount of times somebody has come up to me and said, hey, that's a Miata, right?
Are you dumb?
Bro, I swear to Bob, next person to ask me if this is a Miata, I'm going to jump you like a trampoline. I haven't even had this car 6 full months yet. The amount of times it's been mistaken for a Miata is truly disturbing. It's frightening. And you know what makes this all worse, where I have to take some of the blame? The back of the car is debadged.
Are you stupid or something?
And you don't see these cars that often. So in people's minds, in people's smooth brain minds, the closest thing they can think to compare it to is a freaking Miata, bro. Why can't you mistake it for a Dodge Viper or something?
Yeah, Fortnite, we about to get down.
I love small cars. In fact, all I would rather drive is a small car. However, this car might just be too small, and not for the reasons you're thinking. Unfortunately, what I fail to take into account when buying an S2000 is the fact that it's so small and so low, every single person's headlights are shining directly into my eyeballs. And it's not like they're halogen headlights either. These are the biggest, brightest LEDs sometimes that I've ever seen in my whole life. It's to the point where driving this car at night is nigh impossible sometimes. It's so bad a lot of times, if I don't have to go out at night, frick it, I'ma stay home, bro, because I need my eyes. And the astigmatism doesn't make it any better. The amount of times I've almost turned onto the wrong side of the road because the cars across the street headlights are so bright I can't see anything is insane. It's absurd. Off the top of my head, I can think of about 3 or 4 different occasions where I almost jumped out of my car and deleted the kidneys of the person in front of me across the street or the dude behind me. And you know the other thing that makes it being so small so bad? At least this is what it has to be. This is the only thing I can think of, right? It's so small, it's like people can't help but hit my freaking car, bro. Within, I kid you not, square to flipping Bob, within the first 4 weeks, not even 2 weeks I had the car, it got hit 3 times. Within the first month, 5 times. 5 freaking times this car got hit.
How? Hold on, bro.
At the time, I was living in Philly. Why the frick is nobody insured in Philly? And the worst part is if you make an issue out of it, they wanna, one time, I got a gun pulled out on me over my parking spot in front of my house. You think they give a frick about hitting my car? Of course not. They're not insured anyway. And my mistake, I didn't think it would be this bad. My dumb behind, I didn't buy the uninsured motorist coverage. And even if I did, the amount of times my car got hit, my premiums would have been through the roof. Mind you, right? I'm 22 years old. My premiums are already a little bit insane. But now you're gonna go file 5 insurance claims in a month? Are you dumb, bro? Do you know what happened? I'd be paying $8,000 a month to insure this freaking car, bro. That was one of the reasons I had to move out of Philly. It was getting insane. I couldn't imagine what would have happened if I had the car in Philly for a year. God forbid, too. The car would have been in shambles. It would have probably been on bricks, on milk crates. And also, speaking of which, the soft top got ripped because somebody doing construction was holding a piece of wood. They walked by, a nail was sticking out of it, and they ripped the hard top. The nail went into my hard top. Oh, sorry, Poppy. Frick you, Poppy. All right, don't Poppy me, bro. You think I want to go pay $600 for a new soft top? Which brings me to my next freaking point, bro.
Get down. 10 kills on the board right now.
Gotta be completely honest. Soft top K, bro. The soft top is so trash. First of all, right, the vibrations are insane, okay? I'm going crazy listening to this thing shake and rattle all the time. The hole in it, I had to patch it like 4 times. Now I gotta go get a new soft top. And the worst part is, me personally, I'm not big on soft tops. You know, it's cool, but it's a little bit gay, all right? I'm not gonna lie. If it was up to me, I would have got the car with a hard top. I'm also a little guilty. I'm like, I have it. I might as well use it. But you know the problem with even getting a freaking hard top for this car? An OEM OEM hardtop. I've seen it go for no less than $7,000, and that's a deal.
I beg your pardon?
What the frick makes a hardtop $7,000? Tell me how a carbon fiber hardtop costs less than an OEM hardtop. Make it make sense to me. I don't understand. I hope whoever's responsible for the OEM hardtop market of the S2000, I hope their phone only charges at a specific angle for the rest of eternity. Not only is the soft top made out of paper ma-frickin' not only does it sound like somebody's playing NBA basketball every time I drive the car, and of course, you know, me getting this single exit didn't make the issue any better. I'm not gonna lie, I take part responsibility. It's made it significantly worse. And then we got the man's butt enjoyer allegations, but the cherry on top, the blind spot is depressing. Like, you can't see crap out of this thing. I need a hardtop yesterday, right now. Someone donate one to me, please. I'm good for it, bro. Listen, at this point, I don't know what I'll do for a hardtop.
Now just wiped out to me.
Can't lie. Didn't expect this. Everything worked flawlessly when I went and saw the car. Real clean, real nice. Just got repainted pretty much. Everything was pristine. But I kid you not, I drove it 125 miles back home, right? No sooner than when I entered Philadelphia. Suddenly, the horn would go off randomly. You never knew what was gonna happen. I texted the guy back, oh, I don't know, man. I don't know what happened, man. Mind you, I bought this car with 86,000 miles, right? What the frick did you do to the car where the horn starts going up, bro? And the worst part is sometimes I'll be driving around the bad parts of Philly. Unfortunately, sometimes I have to go through there. The horn just starts honking, bro. Blaring. My heart never dropped to my ankles so fast in my life. The middle of the night, I'm parking the car in the neighborhood. Horn starts going off. Rush hour traffic. Horn starts going off. I'm chilling in the Walmart parking lot. The horn starts going off. I just disconnected the horn. Sometimes it was so bad, it felt like the car was trying to get me Swiss cheesed. Now, I like a car that doesn't feel safe, right? But that's not what I meant. I meant driving wise, like it feels wild. Grr, animal. This thing is trying to get me shot, bro.
My friend.
The headlight and taillight condensation is insane. Now, this car was a garage queen. Guy bought it from, never drove it, had a bunch of cars. That's why I got a great deal on it. Couldn't be happier. Car was in great condition. Everything was copacetic. As soon as I got to Philadelphia, once again, parked the car for one night. I wake up in the morning. Some of the worst headlight and taillight condensation I've ever seen in my whole 22 years of life. I didn't recognize that when I bought the car, because again, it was in the garage all the time. How is condensation gonna get in the taillights if there's nothing to condensate in the freaking taillight? It's in a climate controlled environment, 25.8, 26.9. If I were to go and buy stock OEM Honda S2000 headlights, you would not believe what these wet willies for brains want for the headlight. Besides that though, I love this car. Couldn't be happier. I've wanted this car since I was 10 or 11 years old, as far back as I can remember, and for that dream to become reality, amazing. All praises to the Most High, of course. Thank y'all for being here for the journey. You know what I'm saying? We move.